are these people?
Also want to call out, again, shout out to our friend at Food Not Bombs, Keith McHenry. But this is not a Keith McHenry article. This was from Farah Hassan at Inequality, all right, who's talking about how the fact that criminalizing homelessness doesn't work, but housing people actually does. Huh, how about that? What a weird, wild stuff. All right, this is from a publication called Other Words. I wanted to click over there. Look at that. That's people sleeping in the back of their cars. All right. And this is talking about and we talked about this last year. They passed an ordinance in, I think it was North Carolina, or maybe even in Southern California, the Grants Pass decision, all right, which may have opened the door to new cruelties. And they're basically outlawing homelessness. All right. Around 100 housed people were recently forced to vacate Oregon's Deschutes National Forest or else face a $5,000 fine or up to 1 year in jail, or both.
Right to jail, right away.
The forest was the last hope for the encampment's residents, many of whom were living in broken down RVs and cars. Shelters in nearby Bend, where the average home price is nearly $800,000, are at capacity, and rent, of course, is increasingly unaffordable. So what are they supposed to do? They can't afford to move. They can't afford to buy a house. They're not allowed to legally sleep on the streets. Or now in their, where do they want these people to go? All right. A year ago this June, Grants Pass v. Johnson, the Supreme Court's billionaire-backed justices, ruled that the local governments can criminalize people for sleeping outside, even if there's no available shelter. All right. Today, a person who works full-time and earns a minimum wage cannot afford a safe place to live almost anywhere in the country. Federal minimum wage has remained stagnant at $7.25 an hour since 2009, and rent is now unaffordable for half of all tenants. Ridiculous. Not everybody works minimum wage. Most minimum wage jobs are not even full-time, 40 hours a week. So they have to cobble multiple minimum wage jobs together just to even make 40 hours. Check out Other Words. I'll put this link in. If you're able to and it means, please support the media you want to see. And you can do that by Cash App, $, Indie News Network, ko-fi.com/Indie News Network, paypal.me/Indie News Network, and over at INNnewsletter.com or at IndieMediaToday.com or over at IndieNewsNow.com. Support independent media. We need it more than ever. Love you.
Bye-bye! We are out of here.
No! We just fucking lost the stream!
Can't keep giving us nothing and think we're bluffing about coming for your heads. Why play civil if you won't listen to 50,000 dead? And now we know our mission, we form a militia, make Congress a prison.